All right, Plane is up for game number 2. Another fairly fair plane path. Nothing too crazy on this one. It's a little bit far if you're going to something like La Copaderia or Torre Ahumada, but other than that, everything is pretty easy to get to now. This time, Chumacera is a little more in place, so I'm kind of curious to see if there's going to be any scuffles over that area.
Oh yes, for those skirmishes will be nice, as don't really see too much contest at the beginning of Miramar, especially. PGG going a little far down the line, and towards Chumacera or little towards trying to grab those vehicles, go all the way down the map.
Yeah, Griffin is vying for Valle del Mar with this plane path, so I don't think they're going to mess with OPGG too much. I don't think they're necessarily going to cross paths, although you do have AO and Dumbo kind of going pretty deep into the paint there next to the eastern side of Chumacera, so maybe something will happen there because actually Tianba is going Valle del Mar, so this is quite interesting. This has been Griffin's home for a long time, but here we go. It's not going to be allowed to go to them, so this time they're actually the ones going Chumacera.
Oh, they go Chumacera, and the circle pops on the opposite side of the map. Oh my, for Tianba, they might actually be looking towards very late rotation because this is too far. Miramar, you know, if you love Miramar, you do know how long it actually takes.
And that is definitely the case here so far, as Pio has set up to see what's going on with Global Esports XSET, as they have spread out pretty wide on the western edge of this current circle.
Yeah, Gen.G, I thought they would come directly into 4 a.m., but decided to go towards the water treatment all the way towards, not towards the new Paradise on the new Miramar map, but still going towards the eastern side now. They should be okay.
Uh-oh.
But not Pio.
SpaghettiOs. That's not good. Mao Ye is going to find an easy knock and flush. And this is, as much as I love Gen.G's style with these 1-3s, this has been a problem for Pio from time to time where he overextends. In this case, he revealed his location, and GEX pounces and makes him pay for it. Now, Detonation Gaming White, on the other hand, way over on the eastern edge as they worked up that road. They continued all the way up the most eastern road, and now Tianba's breathing down their backside. Yeah, 4 a.m. has a lot of work to do potentially to keep other teams from rotating ahead of them, and already you can see Pero has gotten the edge. They found a bit of an angle, but there is going to be one knock. That should be a finish. I tell you what, the more I've been watching Godby play recently, especially in the Weibo Cup, he's been getting better and better for 4 Angry Men.
So let me tell you about Godby. He has been a big roller coaster for the team, and oftentimes, because of Godby's play, the entire team going downhill oftentimes, especially in PCS, but this time, he looks different. He looks to be more of a team-style player, and that might just be enough for 4 a.m., what they exactly needed in these global stages.
And I feel like his individual mechanics have gotten better. I've seen him play, and he looks cleaner, he looks crisper. Indigo gets another kill and a knock, this time on infantry. The guy is absolutely cracked. 9 trying to make Tianba the side seat swap. Not good for Ming. And it's going to be Longsker to finish the job. 9 there to help a little bit. And M200 says, no, that ain't good. I ain't doing that anymore.
As Circle is coming down, they do have to move in.
This is a little disconcerting for me because I'm used to Detonation Gaming White being the color of blue that Afrika is this time around. So I'm like watching him and I'm thinking that that's Detonation Gaming. It's actually Afrika that's driving by Tianba here, but indeed it is Afrika Freaks. If you're like me and you've been watching PCS3 Asia all year, you know that Detonation Gaming White, when they played earlier, they were more that
Tianba's
blue.
About to run into OG Anentis directly.
Oh, that's a problem. OG Anentis has a blockade set up. I don't think they're going to let Tianba get through easily. EJ, the shot caller and the top fragger for the Afrika Freaks. This guy has really stepped up big in Korea and internationally. There's that first knock on M200. This is phase 3 blue,
That's
about to be phase 4. They're going to try to get the res off just in time. There's just enough seconds left for them to do it. I think maybe. I'm not exactly sure if he's going to be able to get that off in time. Now, Tianba's going to go for it anyway, but Entis has thoroughly dug in to prevent Tianba from going anywhere.
And another pretty nice circle, and Tianba.
Yeah, it's not. I figured once phase 4 popped, there wasn't enough time.
Because of that knock, they were also forced out of the circle even further onto the other side of the mountain. OG Anentis keeping them outside. They're not going to let anyone in. Oh, look at, there's another knock, as they're not going to give points to OG Anentis. They might be challenging and regretting those decisions by the end of the tournament. So they might actually just You could lose a lot of members outside of Circle now.
Yeah, Tianba is poking and prodding, but there is nothing available. No veins to find here for them to get into in this particular circle, so they're going to have to get a little bit more information. Chew through some more meds is Lurena, but I'm not expecting them to be able to repeat their game-winning performance from game number 1.
As he has some meds to heal back up, and OGN is keeping control. As Griffin is challenging them directly now, Minsung trying to get that frag in directly into KO. That's a good shot in the first knock onto OGN. They might actually retreat. Zhongjiang's right behind him. Might not be the best time to come for the res.
Nope, there's no way, Jose. And Juanita steps up quick and easy. Gonna get the finish onto Kale. OGN just not in a good position here, G-Clef, to hold off Gen.G's movement. Gen.G hit them on their weak side because they were so busy fanning out to cover Tianba.
Yeah, OGN right now also, Lurena actually firing back onto and just saying, okay, you get us out, we're getting at least a point on you.
Yeah, Zhao Yang, the only one left for infantry here. They have suffered a lot of damage. Looks like they might be losing members. Longsker very, very weak. I don't expect anyone's going to be able to get to him. Zhao Yang prioritizing 9 here. Longsker's a bit too far away, but I don't expect the Freaks to allow this to go on much longer. EJ's got to be careful. They're right inside of there. He's just running right at it. He's got a Zhao Yang comes up and over, but isn't able to finish the job. Gets a couple, but at the end of the day, Afrika is going to be able to survive and should be able to get these reses, I believe.
Should be easy, good enough. In a pretty good position after the fight. They should be getting all the resources back from the dead bodies of 50 right there. Good fight from Afrika. They're going to get all the rests back here, but the fight is on 4 a.m. and they are looking to go into the circle, but it looks a little tough.
Yeah, this is not a bad setup here for New Happy, but 4 a.m. doing a good job kind of counter-maneuvering around the side of this hill, trying to get better angles on to New Happy. Now the problem is New Happy can get pretty deep inside of the brick building. It's pretty hard to get even throwables in there sometimes. Now you do see players, they found really unique and interesting angles to get those grenades deep into this building, and we'll see if they're able to do that. Now Forever, that's just a smoke, I believe, that came out of his hands, and that one is just put in front of the door to allow 4 a.m. to try to breach this building. And meanwhile, Entis is under duress. Under is extremely hurt. 2 heart. Minsung's going to pop over and find him. No way. Entis is out early. Not as good of a start here in game number 2.
Yep, Entis and Tianba just having too much of a fight, as we will see some action down here with Gen.G. Sun Sisters again putting up a fight. After match 1, they're going against each other again here. Out of the city. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
No
I wonder
kills.
if they know that Lycanon is here.
I don't think so, because Gapi actually ran around the side.
Now they know. He's shooting bullets. Now that he wakes up. As Loki does get the finish onto Machao with that DBS, but Machao is already knocked, so that's an easy point. Lycanon flanking up, trying to get inside the house, give himself a little bit more cover, does some decent damage. Gabi now going to be knocked. It's actually 2 heart from Griffin from afar. So 4 a.m., this maneuver is taking a little bit too long, because now Griffin has been hearing this and wants to get involved. And now K7 too.
K7 wants a taste of the sweetness here, as 4 a.m. Both teams actually might just go down without making any escapes. So before that, after seeing these kind of knocks, Griffin actually made an entry already into the circle Forever, trying to get some line of sight because they don't have too much time. They know they have to finish the fight right now and dive into the next phase.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's only 1:30 left, and that goes by really fast in the heat of the moment with the way these fights tend to play out. That grenade takes a favorable bounce. I thought that was going to get the knock. Yeah, he jumped into it. Tries to do a soccer move and headbutt the grenade, but you don't want to do that here. Another good one from Forever. Forever's going to finish like non, but it is going to be Lou who falls to Savior from afar. So continually, other teams are putting damage into this fight and really tearing through both New Happy and 4 a.m. Now, Crazy 112 is able to get to Godby in time for the res. New Happy loses like non earlier. This is really interesting. Now it's a 3-on-3, it looks like.
Yeah, with that res still getting a lot of action, but Griffin still keeping an eye on the surviving teams. The fight is here, but the war may not be won by any of these teams here.
No, I think this is bad news. Whoever comes out of this alive is probably just going to die to either Griffin or GEX, although they might luck out that GEX and Griffin fight. We'll see. Good. Forever. God, he's so good. We know it. We've known it for years. Forever is nuts. This grenade, if it counts, is going to be good enough.
Oh!
The grenades are money. That is multiple grenades for Forever, getting the job done, and New Happy goes down. It was long, but it was methodical. 4 AM is able to get the job done and dusted, but now they've got to go through this barricade that GEX and Griffin have set up.
I think they'll be safe for the next few minutes, but once they escape from the safe spot, I think MCG and also Griffin's going to just bring the rain down on directly on them. As 4 AM, I think they used a lot of their resources to get back up there too.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of grenades had to be used, a lot of throwables coming out from 4 AM, particular Forever, but Forever able to make them count. And that's really important to get those points where you can. And it's nice if you can do it with your throwables, because that means you're really on point.
Yeah,
you know, you got that arm, you got that laser cannon there.
You have to have a different sense of just reading the time exactly after, popping that pin. 1, 2. You got to count perfectly and go for that shot. Forever, what a god. 5 kills for himself only.
He's so good. He's so good.
And
now
Godby's still alive.
Godby is playing point here. That's a decent grenade. Catches the back of Forever, but doesn't do a boatload of damage. A little bit. Griffin here still holding fast. And somehow, some way, 4 AM is fighting tooth and nail to get in.
And Griffin can't really reach out to 4 AM because they have MCG on their back. If they extend a little too far and if they go up those small hills, they might actually be shut down from MCG. So 4 AM, they might have some chance. If there's a single knock on Griffin from MCG, then there's the time for push, but not right now.
Yeah, they're waiting. They're trying to buy as much time as possible. Hopefully hold on and let another team get involved in the fight. Yanli is going to be knocked. Buyo, who's going down as well. 4 Angry Men might just be out dueling a couple different teams. It's GEX and K7 from Chinese Taipei on their western flank, and they are putting them into the ground. Forever going to force himself up into the smoke, is able to get himself prone there. Godby has gone down, 1-1-2 has gone down, and now things might be too much to handle for 4 AM.
As they are forced in, has to pick fight against Griffin. Just keeping the line together, as this is going to be a hard push for 4 AM. I think they will just be going down in the next few minutes as MCG is keep getting those easy kill points, just shooting down from those easy shots into the compound. They're extending out into the side of the circle now, trying to get that 100% chicken dinner.
I like this move by 2Art. He almost steals the kill onto Godby, but it's going to be Tank who's going to get it in time for MCG. That's going to force 2Art back. There's some shots coming across his bow from GEX. Forever the only one up, but 5 kills already. A huge round for Forever. 6 kills total for 4 AM. Now GX is pushed into Griffin. They're trying to third party this. They don't really have many other options available. That stun right in the face of CC. Going to force him to go prone behind the cactus. Meansung now wrapping to the side. Some throwables from GEX in his back. Doesn't really catch him, and Griffin is able to regroup.
Yeah, Griffin, they're stuck right in the middle, so they don't want to give any knocks to any other team, giving another chance for Forever to stay or MCG to extend from those compounds into them. And that's exactly going to be a GX, but going down, they were the ones challenging.
Look at Summer. He's going to extend anyway,
yes.
G-Clef. He's got all the confidence in the world right now. We've seen this guy in the big stages before. We know he's quite good. Now 2Art gets some more damage into Forever, but somehow, some way, Forever is still alive. I don't know how he has any vests or helmets left. He's taken so much damage here, but I guess the bodies of his fallen comrades are there for him to pick up more utility off of, so that's probably how that's going. But you can see Asura, his vest is broken. Ooh. Forever gonna take down GEX basically by himself with some help, of course, from some of the other teams. But my God, how long can this man do this?
And Griffins can't stand anymore. They have to bring this member down. They've been stuck because of this guy for the last 3-4 minutes. And knowing that MCG is coming around the back, but they sort of have the confidence, but they're not sure 100% because Forever is a one-man army.
Well, I like the idea here by Griffin. Patient, but steady. They're kind of waiting for Forever to make a mistake. Now as Sura pops around the side, Forever is able to get down behind this hill, keep his head just enough below it, but there is no more room to breathe.
And he's in top 4.
He's down. He is so good. That is crazy good play from Forever, guys. That guy is just an absolute delight to watch. What a play from him to come through here. Now it is going to be VLG, MCG, and Griffin. Yeah, it's a risky play here from VLG. And there's that knock. There's that knock from 2Art onto Hikari.
MCG's gonna push.
Spear does have an AWM. 2Art looking good, trying to finish the job. Doesn't quite get enough shots to land with that chunky SKS. Just comes up short. It hits hard, but it's hard to make those bullets land sometimes. You hear players complain about it all the oh my God, Asura. Rest in peace, Lindu. Puts him down quick, but the return fire is good to keep him. A good grenade from Tank. It's going to find Asura. Evil Lee has an AWM of his own. He finds the knock onto Meansung. but there is Tuart here, one of the best fraggers in Korea. Lambu helping out as MCG is getting torn apart between the two South Korean teams.
And VLG has total control on the next circle. MCG and Griffin not having too much members left. I think this is just it. Griffin must have thought, okay, VLG's got such a favorable condition to get that chicken dinner. We just have to challenge into that second place spot. It's not, might be able to at the end. Tuart is a pretty good shooter. The SKS helping him out a little bit.
I mean, he's so good. He's able to do more damage than he takes. Hikari's going to get the knock onto Evil Lee. So the AWM in the hands of Evil Lee right now on the ground. And Tuart tries to run to get to Asura, but is going to get cut off by Deva. So Griffin out in third place. Now it's a 4v2 for MCG, and it is looking dire. Ling goes down, Tank goes down. It's going to be VLG. Ghibli takes game number 2 with a big 14-kill chicken dinner.
14 kills. Look how happy they're about to jump out of their seat and destroy some chairs.
Lambu's just like, yeah, that was cool. Good job. He's up in the top left there, just kind of breathing a sigh of relief. The rest of the team losing their mind.
Money and power, respect my mind, no die from last y'all. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9 and this 9 is never on vacation.